Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at The Lost Titans. And this is a free-to-play 3D browser-based MMORPG. And as you can see, we're right here in the browser. It uses a player called the Triangle Player and something new. So we're going to get started with the character creation. As you can see, everything is over the top. One thing I really like is it's very westernized in its style and in its art style. You're going to see a lot of really cool stuff. You can see here we've got this guy. We could speed him up. We can't just get him going really quick. We could speed up his spin, but that's right. We're going to go with a female because the females look a lot better. You do have obviously the male and female choices. Let's name our character. So we'll go with that, and then you've got three different options. You've got a warrior, a ranger, and a mage. So in each one has its own gear, has its own skills, has its own everything. We're going to actually go with the mage this time because I haven't done a mage here. Now you've got naturally medium hair. Let's see how many options we have there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 5 options. So let's see what we've got. Sweet short hair, charming ponytail, sexy curly hair. We're going to go with the charming ponytail. So let's see. Can we get her to go that way? No, we can't. We can if we do this way. Down here, using the arrow keys. We zoom in. Nope. So now we got hair color. We've got black. We've got green, which that didn't really look like green, but it's like a light green gray. Then we've got yellow or blonde, red, and black. We're gonna stay with black. Then you've got a couple different face options with what was that? Intellectuality. Now that's a tongue twister if I've ever heard it. We got charming, cold beauty, cute, smudging, and right back to intellectuality. Try and say that 10 times fast. Completely impossible. I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to go ahead and choose all those things. As you can see, the customization is a little bit limited, but you'll see once you get into this game is very similar to a lot of other games of its genre, action, RPG style. And with that, what you end up having is you have a lot of options, but that comes with gear, not necessarily here in the character creation. So let's get into the game. All right, so there we go. We're in the game. Now, this is very similar to a lot of other browser-based games where you're going to take and you're going to be clicking around. But one thing that I do like is you can move the camera a lot more than a lot of these other games. And then we can zoom in pretty good, see our character. She's rolling pretty deep with some pretty good stuff. We got an archer that just got made as well. Now we can do a couple of different things. We can either click on this character or we can click right on the name for the quest and off we go. We're going to go ahead and complete this quest, busters. Now what's really funny is they've got these kind of stock character models that go on here, and so you can see when I'm talking it doesn't really use a character model similar to the character I created, which I'm really shocked. You know, it doesn't take a lot to do that art, especially when they're putting this much time and effort into a game, but oh well. So we're off to talk to Danos. Now one thing that I want you guys to see these giant guys right here. As we get close, we're gonna get close to this one. They're gonna kneel down and worship us because we are the Lost Titan. So they respect our power or respect our authority. So we're going to get through this. Let's bust through all these quests. A lot of these quests are just getting you through kind of basic understanding. Now this will show up every time we level up. When we just got level 2, we can see the upgrades that we got to combat rating, to hit points, to magical attack, and so on and so forth. And we can also begin our exciting adventures along with pets once we reach level 5. So let's hit OK. Let's move on to Leah. We also do get our first gift pack, so we'll go ahead and click on that. I don't know if we got that click in before we got to Leah, so we're going to find out here. So we're going to go and talk to him. Yep, we did. And we can actually talk to her, Artemisia, get through Artemisia, and Artemisia is going to allow us to jump on a dragon and cruise off into another direction, and we're going to see some of the world from a different perspective. Really kind of cool though that they have all this stuff set up like this, and in a way to where we can see all of the different art style. You can see all the time and effort that was put into, and it's really cool to see this stuff in a browser game. I mean, I think this game is really detailed. Looking at the dragon, you're seeing the animations are really well done and all of that stuff. So something that you definitely want to look for, and it's great that these browser games are getting so much better because it really opens up the realm of possibilities so much broader when these browser games are able to take these things to the next level, because pretty much anybody can play a browser game because it's run in the browser. You're not having to download. It's not computer spec there's no requirements essentially. You just run it in the browser. So let's go ahead and turn in this quest. But before we do, excuse me, let's open our backpack. We've got this Gift 1 treasure pack. You can see right underneath it's going to tell us exactly what we get. Now we'll get one of these every single level, and we'll be able to claim them. So we're getting Gross Surge token, which basically boosts your pet EXP. And then you've got a Fly token, which teleport you to any location. We'll get into some of that stuff when we look at the map here in a little bit. So we can actually claim our next box, but let's get through this quest. And he's essentially going to teach us how to go and rotate our camera, which we already understand. Let's go ahead and collect our next our next little box. And you can see there is a timer, so even if we level up a lot faster than that, we still have to take and wait until our timer kicks in. Now you see here we got some more pluses to different things, and then it's still telling us about our pet. Now once we reach level 5, it'll tell us something different there. Now we did get our first skill, our Arcane Bolt. We're going to actually take and press the number. It says press the number for quick use, but we actually I don't want that right there. I don't want to select a target either. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can. Let's go ahead and hit try. There we go. Maybe I can move it now. Can I move it now? I want to move it. Shift left click. All right, shift left click to drag it around. And let's move that right into the number 2 slot. And we're going to head up here, defeat the trapped demon. So we're going to go ahead and we naturally just kind of blast away with our our basic attack, but then we can go ahead and throw an Arcane Bolt every so often and keep beating on him. We can kind of let's actually stop this. Let's see what happens if we just use our Arcane Bolt. No, we can't get close enough. Unfortunately, we didn't even use our Arcane Bolt, but that's all right. We'll use our Arcane Bolt plenty up in the upcoming battles with some more bosses. But that was just, that was just a little demon, just a little something to knock the dust off of our of our adventures. It's been a little while since we really got into this stuff. So we're off to talk to Corda. Now we could basically just jump right in and just wail away on these guys if we want to. We can grind away and just start grinding away on some of these monsters. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to kill this one guy just for shits and giggles, and then we're going to head off and talk to Cordan. But like I was saying, you can see the graphical style is very westernized. A lot of times you get into these browser-based games and they're so Asian themed in their graphics, but this has definitely got a good style to it. There's one of the mounts, the Pegasus. You can see that character on right there. Let's complete this quest. Bump through this, and there we go. Reach level 8 because we've already reached level 5, so we can now do our pets. So now once we reach level 8, we can unlock more trinket slots. We'll talk about those in a second. When you reach level 8, you can upgrade your weapons to be more powerful. Don't worry, we're going to get to all of that. But one thing that's really cool is as you take and you've got these quests to kill different monsters, you can click on the monster name and it will actually drop you right in the middle of a bunch of them. So you can literally just start wailing away on them. And while we wail away on them, we can take a look at our character. You can see here right now we've got some basic gear that the game did give us. And I'll tell you right now that over the course of a very short period of time, we will actually take and plow through all of that gear. Now we just went ahead and wailed on him pretty quick. So let's go ahead, and we've got a couple of our little boxes that we can open up here. And they're starting to give us some goodies. Some brilliant shards, which will allow us to enchant some of our gear. We've got plenty of life potions. We also have a new weapon, which you can see. Magic attack is 39 to 47, which is much better than what we have. So we want to go ahead and utilize that. So, insufficient level. Oh, I need to be level 15 first. So of course I do. Now, of course, I'm going to just go ahead and slide that down there. And we're probably going to run out of some bag slots here pretty quick. So let's hope not, but you just never know. Now, you notice I'm not getting a lot of stuff off of the different monsters, but you will over the course of time, especially once you start to get into the dungeons and you actually start taking on some of the boss monsters. They drop all kinds of crap. So let's go ahead and let's open that if we can. Let's go ahead and complete this quest. There we go. Now we need to take on some brute bowmen. So we need to level up our VIP by 1 and 1-on-1, and that's our growth trial. Now the VIP is a little bit something different. Let's see if we can actually bring that up. Where is it? Oh, that actually brought it up in the browser. We didn't necessarily want to do that, but let's see what we've got here. Let's see if we can just minimize that out. There we go. So we're back into our game, but we can go ahead and let's just wail on some more of these guys. But the VIP will actually take, and of course that's kind of your premium currency. VIP helps you level up faster. All that different stuff will kind of come into play. we're going to go ahead and there we go. One brute bowman down and we're off. That's all we needed. I do love the death animations. They're really, really into it. But I do also love the fact that there's some variety in these different monsters, even though they're just kind of sitting there waiting for me to come out and take them down. But hey, what are you going to do? That's what they're there for, right? They're there for you to just grind on if you really want to. But you can follow these quests, and I'll be honest, like, my highest level character is in the early 20s in this game, and I have yet to actually run out of quests to kind of get myself into. And there's always these different portals that'll take you into these abandoned mines or all these different dungeons and instances that are pretty fun, and they're set up to where, you know, you're going to take and you're going to get through them pretty easy. One thing I will also tell you, and I'm probably about to get mine right now, is once I talk to him, let's see what happens. Quest complete, and we need to kill 3 crazed wolves. Now, very early on with my warrior, I definitely got an area of effect spell. What's this? Click to restore hit points. So we got that. We can click on that and restore hit points. That's been changed a little bit from when I first played the game. But either way, it's usually I just have to run it over. So there we go. We took out our 3 of those guys. But very early on, what I was saying is you actually get AoE spells or skills. And I did on my warrior. And I'm sure that I'll get one here pretty soon with this guy. It's just a matter of how long until I get one. Because obviously you see, there we go, Frost Vortex. Like I was saying, AoE skills. In these games, AoE skills always rule because you're going to be taking on these big bunches of monsters. So there we go. Press the number for quick key use. So there we go. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're just going to drop ourselves right in the middle here, and boom, shakalaka. Just start taking these guys out with our, what is it, energy, tornado storm. I thought it was energy vortex, but whatever. It works. So we need to go back, talk to him. He's very proud of us for the way we used our tornado storm and took out those wolves. So let's complete that. We'll get some silver. And you can see down here, I'm also getting a score, and we got time left, and all of that stuff. And we need to go and take out some more of these crazed wolves. Now, we already took out all of those, but there's going to be plenty more over here. So let's get in the middle of these guys and just start wailing on them with our tornado storm. There we go. 2 shots will do it, and off we go to talk to Moors and turn in our quest. So you will get into a lot of AoE spells, a lot of AoE skills, just depending upon your character class. They will be different whether you use weapon or, like, this character is using some level of elemental force, which you're basically seeing here. And I'm just wailing on this guy. See, we're already dropping some crystals and stuff. Now we can go back to our single target spells now that we killed all of his minions and really start to do some more damage. And we're not even taking any damage. You can see here, there we go. There's all the gear that starts to drop. We could pick up this restoration crystal. Now you can see right there, we do have a little bit of some traps that do come up from the bottom. And we want to get all these silver packages. And now that we're out of here, what's really cool is the game does keep kind of a score. So time taken, we got 5 stars, and then our score, how many stars did we get? And this will affect your cards here. So we can choose a card. This time we got some more silver, but sometimes you'll get experience, and sometimes you'll get items as well, depending upon what level you're in and what level you're at and how dangerous you are. Because what can happen is later on you'll see I will try and go into one of these dungeons, and what will happen is I will have the option to choose a difficulty level in those dungeons, and obviously the more difficult the dungeon, the better the loot. And you can see here, I'm obtaining the Star Soul from completing the dungeon like this, and that will also allow me later on to upgrade my skills. So we can go here to our skill book, and now that we have some of those Star Souls, we can see here we need more. So we're not quite there yet. We've got our skills, we've got Arcane Bolt and Tornado Storm, and obviously this requires me to get to a certain level, and this is actually maxed. So we need 3 more levels before we can level up our Arcane Bolt. So let's go get those levels. But as we're cruising along, we will get our mount pretty quickly. Let's bring up the map. And as you can see here, what's really cool about the map is you can see you've got teleportation points or you've got normal NPCs. And if you want to go to any of these NPCs, one, you can highlight over them. You can see where they are. It's pretty tough to see, but they get like a little targeting point over them. Or you can just click on them and off you'll go, headed in that direction. So it's really kind of cool that you can utilize the map and move around very, very quickly. Obviously, they're trying to get you up to a certain point, a certain level, and what will happen at a certain point is then you are able to enter into the PvP. And once you enter into the PvP, you will then be able to choose a faction or a side to actually take and align with. And then once you align with that side, everyone from the other sides will actually be your enemies. So we're going to go ahead, and we did get a new piece of gear. We can see here we got this, and thankfully it requires level 5, and it's a decent upgrade from what I was using. So we're going to go ahead and equip that, and there we go. Let's go find Shiri. But like I was saying, with the PvP, it becomes faction-based, and then you'll be taking on enemies of your opposing faction. So you're going to be able to take and very quickly start ranking up in PvP and doing a lot of different things as far as the PvP is concerned. And obviously, like I said, you'll be able to rank up. They do have different ranks as far as the PvP is concerned, and you will be able to get different. Where's the ranking? There's a huge thing on ranking. Let me see. I think it's up here. Show and hide other players, system settings. I may not have actually unlocked. There it is, ranking list. So you can rank this based upon wealth, level, combat, all these different things, so you can see what other players are doing and what their combat ranking is, level ranking, so you can see all these players are 56, and then you've got wealth ranking, gap with number 1, so you can see this person has got X number of wealth, and then minus this person is 600 behind them, and you can see their faction as well. Alright, so we're off to kill an enraged dire lion. So let's take out these guys. This shouldn't take too long. Take all of these. Come on, one more time. The enraged dire lion. Let's go do this. All right, let's take out his minions, the dire lion, which you can see, like I was saying before, they've got some pretty cool graphics going on here, as far as the way that these models, these character models, and these NPC and monster models are put together. I do like the fact that it's just not another cookie cutter of what has been kind of a typical Eastern style graphics, which we see. Now, there's nothing wrong with those games. It's nice to see something be a little bit different. That's all I'm saying. So don't think that I'm knocking those games. It's just I like the fact that this is a little bit different. The cool thing you see here is I am actually leveling up 1 really fast. You can also see, if you're paying attention up in the left-hand corner, that my mana actually regens pretty quickly. So I'm going to be able to do a lot more. I'm going to be able to keep up with these guys. I'm going to be able to lay the smack down on this guy pretty quick. And I'm not actually taking any damage. Not sure why they give me all of these potions so early on, because I'm not really taking any damage. Now, we did get a little life potion there. We've got some silver. We've got a trumpet. Trumpet obviously allows you to be able to speak in the world chat. And then you saw that I got a lion skin, which is essentially something you can sell to a merchant or do other things with. So there we go. We got our 5 stars there. Do we get our 5 stars down here? Come on, one more. There we go. We got our 5 stars in both. And this time we got more silver. Looks like it's a trend. Even though I know it's not, it's random. it's messing with me. So out we go to complete some more quests. Let's go talk to Marcus. We should be heading into our into our little town here pretty quickly, and we'll be able to take a look at many more NPCs, a lot more stuff to do, and things of that nature. So we're off to talk to him. We've got another one of these boxes. So let's go ahead and open up these. And as you can see, we're getting higher level potions now. We're also getting more gear that is level 15 out of these boxes. Like, we've got these boots, we've got this chest piece, we've got this weapon, we've got this is our old, oh, we didn't even, oh no, we did equip our weapon. Oh no, we didn't. What the heck? Why didn't it equip this? I pressed equip, you guys saw it. Anyways, at least I didn't die. If I would have died and it wouldn't have been equipped and I knew I could have maybe won if it would have gotten that last blow in, I probably would have been a little bit upset. But I'm not too upset, especially since the fact that it didn't really matter too much. I still was able to take them down. Now you see different things like completed scroll quest for this and all this different stuff. And you will see that also when you take and you enchant stuff. Now, here's one thing like I was talking about. You see there's a lot of players in here, a lot of players with a lot of different mounts. One thing that, these games really always seem to tout are mounts and pets and all of that stuff. So it's good to see a lot of variety in those pets, in those mounts. It's always really cool, especially stuff like this, or you see this guy's flying on kind of like a winged butterfly dragon. Always really cool to see this stuff. So we need to go and equip the badge of courage. So we need to left click to unlock this trinket slot. So there we go. We'll unlock that. then go into our bag, and where's that little trinket? There it is. And this will give us increased physical and increased magical attack. So we can go ahead and equip that, and there we go. So we got a little bonus to all that stuff. And we got combat power that we can actually improve by doing things like this, and we can upgrade. We're not going to do that right now. But you can see here for 5 VIP and above, brilliant shards and enchantments, silver spent upgrading equipment. You also got gold spent upgrading runes. So you got a lot of different options as far as those upgrades are concerned. So we can close our backpack. We can talk to him again. He'll be very happy that we equipped our little badge. So we're still kind of going through the tutorial here. I always love it when games have kind of a tutorial style that essentially is walking you through the game, but also giving you a chance to see all the different stuff like these boobies. Just kidding. So, but you will see a lot of revealing outfits on the females in the game. A lot of skin as far as the females are concerned. So let's go talk to Deca Leith. We can zoom out pretty far as well and see all the different stuff that's going on in the city. And we can see there's a lot of NPCs. Here's another one. There you go. Cool little pet, which was like a giant rhinoceros rabbit or something like that. But we were talking about revealing outfits, and Deca Leith definitely has a revealing outfit. So let's get through her quest, and she's going to send us off. There we go, to talk to Bacchus. She's got a nice little... Don't you all wish you could have a broom like that would just clean up after you everywhere you went? Just constantly cleaning up after you? That'd be sweet. Never have to vacuum, never have to do any chores. Just have a broom that just roamed around the house and just swept stuff up all day long. That'd be freaking-tastic. All right, Bacchus, the potions merchant. So you will find very quickly in this town, there's a lot of different merchants. There's a lot of different stuff going on, which really is attributed to the depth of the game, because there's always stuff going on. There's always events. You'll also see once you get to a certain point, there'll be all kind of events that are showing up here that you can take on different quests and all kinds of things of that nature that will allow you to get really deep into the game and get really into all the different things, and also earn better items and also earn regions that will allow you to enchant your items and all kinds of stuff like that. So we can bring up the map, and you can see here we're headed over to this side. We've got look at all these different guys. Look at all these material merchants. Now we're going to run through where a lot of players are hanging out. So you can see a lot of those different mounts we were talking about, and pets as well, as people are hanging out and just practicing their skills. There's also little spots where you can take, and you can also just wail on NPCs just constantly. Just keep wailing on them. You're actually going to get experience for that, and you can level up. So you can kind of go AFK and level up, which I know a lot of you guys don't necessarily like that, but I kind of look at it as get me to the top level, and then I can start doing more of the raiding stuff and more of the stuff with all the other players, which really gets kind of cool. So let's see how well this goes. I don't know if I'm going to live through this, but we're going to find out right now. There we go. Just blowing this guy away. One more time. There you go, just for you. Nice little arcane bolt to the knee. Get through that. We've been rewarded. Let's go find Nancy and see what she's got for us. I think she's in this Atlantean Fringe portal, which once again is another dungeon that we can go into. And here's what I was talking about, where you've got easy or nightmare. We have to complete this on easy before we can complete it on nightmare. You can see that it's got a section there for drops, as you will have better opportunity for different drops and stuff like that. Now, how do you like that? Look at this giant clam with giant teeth, and it's almost got like an eyeball for a pearl. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely some little idiosyncrasies like that you'll see in the game that really kind of define the game for itself, really making it different than a lot of the other stuff that's out there. So we're just going to kind of blow through these guys really, really quick. Take him out, take him out. Oop, we didn't get you all the way. So down you go. But I have to say, like, as far as sounds are concerned, the game definitely has some pretty good sounds. You can point to click to move. Most of the time you guys have seen me, I've only been moving because I've just been clicking, the next step in kind of the quest mode, but you can point to click to move. You can auto combat by pressing A, so we can turn on auto combat, getting in different sections. You cannot move with your with WAS and D or the arrow keys, so you basically will be clicking to move everywhere you're going to go. Graphically, like I've already said many times, I do enjoy the graphical style. It'd be kind of up to you guys if you really like the graphical style. This is we're looking at right now is actually the upgrade system. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. You can see it just costs us a little bit of coin to be able to upgrade that. We're going to upgrade that to +1. You can see it increases the magical attack. Each time it'll increase it a little bit more, so we can really take this up. And we've kind of taken it up to the max, so we can turn this in. Sound-wise, the game has really cool sounds, cool music, cool stuff, changes all the time. You guys can hear that in the background right now. So it's really up to you. Is this the type of game that you're really going to like? Is this the type of game just by seeing it visually that is going to catch your eye, or is it really just not your forte? Which, you know, not every game is for everybody. So, you know, we definitely know that, as there's so many games out there to reach quite a wide variety of an audience. And hey, it literally just comes down to, is it for you or is it not? And hopefully this review has helped you figure that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, don't forget to like and comment on these videos, as we really do appreciate that feedback. And if you'd like to play or learn more about the Lost Titans, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.